much more focused on AI and the use of AI and how it's impacting people. I think there's a lot of discussion around that. People are now into the implementation phase, so they're starting to have more questions and more concerns about how you get people to adopt it, how you talk to people about it, how you make changes in the organizations due to the ramifications of what it's providing. Really three aspects to it. The first one is really do some structural changes. So really create new ways we can do things and do things in new ways. Second layer is really doing some job and task studies to understand what people are spending their time on, identifying which one of those are amenable to some type of an AI type of help, like an agent type of help, or maybe even just machine learning. And then the final strategy is really just overall adoption of AI tools and comfortability with AI throughout the whole organization. So we've created kind of a self-learning type of an organization, a user group that's really funded by the people within the organization, not the management structure. So they feel comfortable to go in and talk to people about problems they're having and how they might solve them. We believe that AI will be the new UI. So the interface for most people today is the cell phone or your computer. We believe in the future it's going to be other agents, other vehicles in which you can express analog information and it will convert it into digital, and then that will work within the AI type of a world. We're a company that we really thrive in the high power compute, highly connected, and low power consumption. So if you marry those three things together, then that's a space we really believe we're really best in class. So it lends itself to anything that's going to be AI related for the high compute, and particularly that's going to run off of a battery, right? So many devices fall into that, lots of wearables, like we call it XR, but virtual reality type of devices, smart watches, smart glasses, and then a big field we're just entering into is robotics. So if you think about a robot, it needs all of those type of calculation and sensor capabilities, but they're going to run off of batteries. So it needs a low power consumption so it can make the most of those batteries. When we started our AI journey, we took a step back and didn't just jump right into trying to solve things. We took the time to do a little bit more measurement and analysis. So we literally mapped every task and every job we had throughout the whole organization. And then we used that as a roadmap to go and figure out where we were going to start working on AI. We can obviously speed up the process, automate a lot of the process, frees people up that basically we can then redeploy some people and create more people that understand the coding side of it and the prompting side of it, so we can speed up the effort to continue to make gains in this area. I think successful companies, first of all, are never happy with where they are, right? They always want to be better. They always feel they can get better. And I made a statement too when I first was hired on a Qualcomm that, if you ever run into a company that says they're happy with their supply chain, then they're not very good at supply chain, right? So I think a good supply chain practitioner is always looking for something to do better, a better way to do things, a way to do things faster, a way to do things more completely. So first, I think you have to have the hunger to want to change and want to get better. And then you have to keep your eyes and ears open to what's available out there and try to intercept what's going to happen next, not where you are today.